Good morning. Good morning. It is Tony from the Fiberology Lab, and I am live in YouTube and in Facebook. Happy Monday. It is the second week, second and a half week of April. And I come in on Monday mornings about 10 o'clock to just tell you what's going on here at the Fiberology Lab. And we call it the weekly lab report, which makes a lot of sense. So if you come on in, if you're on YouTube, just come on in. You can comment. And if you're coming from Facebook, just make sure you follow that prompt through Shipyard to allow them to see your comments. And that way I can acknowledge you and give you a shout out because I really like to give you a shout out. And I appreciate your time coming in this morning. So again, I'm in a home studio. So outside my door, there's a cat scratching. Outside the door, there's two little ones, toddlers, screaming. The Mr. Josiah, has learned to find his screaming voice. It's beautiful. Just so you know, if you hear those weird sounds in the background, that's just our normal life here for the next couple of weeks because we are in the process of moving down to Florida. We'll be here another about 5 to 6 weeks, and then we are moving south. After the snow, we're in East Tennessee, if you don't know, if you're not familiar. We had snow yesterday, and it was weird in April. So, yeah, we're ready to go. So we're moving down. So come on in, say hi, where you're from, so I can give you a shout out. Good morning, Miss Connie. Good morning, Marlene. How are you? Hey, Elaine, how are you doing? And there's Linda. Hello, Miss Linda from Florida. Ooh, it's in the 40s. It better warm up. That's what I have to say. But it's warmer than it is here, so that's what matters. Hey there, Amy from Minnesota. How are you this morning? And there's Brooke from Mississippi. I said Alabama last week. It's Mississippi. She's from Mississippi. Hey, Bev, good morning to you. And hey, Sylvia from Omaha, good morning to you. So again, just coming on Monday mornings and to kind of go through a list of what's going on. We do have an email that goes out on Monday evenings as well. If that's something that you would like to subscribe to our email, you can do that by just going to the link that I put up there, bit.ly/fiberology email, and you'll get all the emails. We send only 2 emails a week. We send Mondays and Thursdays, and they each have different information because we don't want to repeat too much information. But we also post a lot on our social medias and other things like the live video. So how was everybody's weekend? Did you guys have some weird temperatures? It's been weird weather. Yes, we talk about the weather here because it's a weekly lab report. So like I said, we had snow in the mountains. They had like 6 to 8 inches in some places here. And then my friend Teresa out in California had like 90s. And while California does have hot areas, where she is at, that's not normal. So, and I think Michigan and Missouri and Minnesota had snow and stuff too. So what was your weather like this past weekend? Good to see you, Miss Susan. How are you today? Hey there, Christine. Good to see you. I was just talking about the weather because it's been crazy. Just crazy. Just having a conversation this morning. I've already had my coffee, so no more coffee for me this morning. Clorinda had sleet and snow. Ooh. And Sylvia says, the local retreat. How fun is that, Sylvia? I am so excited for you. I hope you got a lot done. I am going on my own personal local quilt retreat next weekend. So I hope to get a lot more sewing done. There's more eating and drinking of water and wine normally at retreats, but that's okay. It's all about having fun and being with people. It's all fun. Oh, Christine said it was 40 in Georgia too. So it was cold. It was weird. Just weird. Good morning, Mr. Larry. I hope you're doing well on this Monday morning and not already working your fingers to the bone. Hey there, Chris. Hey there, Denise. How are you? Good to see you this morning. So again, I'm Tony from the Fiberology Lab. If you haven't met me before, welcome. I'm going to talk a little bit what's going on in our shop this week. Right now, our shop is virtual only because we have closed our brick and mortar and we're going to reopen sometime in the near future back in Florida. We are moving to Florida. So everything right now is virtually done. Excuse me again. Coffee. I'm telling you, it's good for you. Being virtually done, we are doing virtual retreats, we're doing virtual classes, and we're doing virtual community, which means we're actually engaging and doing some fun things in our community virtually in our different platforms we have going on. Hello, Miss Phil. Good to see you. And good morning, Miss Deb from Tennessee. Deb, did you get snow out there this weekend or sleet or something weird? We did. We got some weird stuff this weekend. So, did anybody get some sewing done this weekend? I'm going to talk about some sewing things that you can do. First up, we are still part of the 12 at 12 virtual shop hop. That means at 12 p.m. Central Time Zone, there's a shop showing 12 different bundles, and we have 2 days left. This is the 11th, and it goes to the 12th. It's every month, the 1st to the 12th. Today's is the Quilter's Corner, and tomorrow is the Quiltery. Make sure you check out their Facebook page, download their apps, and get involved and see what kind of bundles they're going to show. As we work as a virtual shop hop, we kind of support each other, so make sure you go and support them as well as you have supported us. And you can check ours out. I think ours was last Wednesday, which was the 7th. I didn't put that information on. So you can always go back into our Facebook or in our app, because the app's where it's at, and check out what we offered during that time. I think we have a little bit left. Last week was insane. I don't think we had a lot left, but go check it. We have other things to talk about. Oh, sleet, Deb says she had sleet. Oh, Christine cutted stuff. Awesome. Oh, so we're on a process, and Deb's going to retreat with me. So I know she's cutting for her retreat projects. All right, so that's the 12 at 12. Let's talk about local affair like Sissy. Sissy, our wonderful local resident sewing, crocheting guru. That's what I'm going to call her now. Sissy the Guru. She is hosting our live in-person sit and stitches. She's moving it this week. So if you have been attending, just know that she's moving it to Oakley's in Oak Ridge. It's a brand new place. If you're familiar with Oak Ridge, it used to be Lincoln's. Now it's Oakley's. They have a private room she's going to try to set aside so we can have some good food and private room to sit and stitch. And if you're local and you have a pickup, that's where it's going to be. I will be there from 5 to 6. So it's Thursdays 5 to 7. I will be there from 5 to 6 to drop off any local orders. And if you can't make that, just message me. You can text me 865-294-5612, or you can email me info@fiberologylab.com, and I will set up a time for you to pick up your order. I'm flexible. I'm still in the area for at least 6 more weeks. 6 more weeks. The other thing that Sissy and I are doing this week is starting this Friday at noon Eastern Time Zone. I'm going to come back live and do Friday Friends. And Sissy's my first Friday friend. So she's going to talk about the Hexie pillow that she has been working on and give you some tips and tricks. We have a pattern in stock, and she's going to show you what she did with hers and just kind of have a friend afternoon, Friday Friends. So check that out on our Facebook and YouTube at 12 Eastern Time Zone Friday afternoon. Hey there, Miss Pat from Oklahoma. Hey, Pat from Oak Ridge. Hey there, Trish. How are you? And there's Miss Linda from Connecticut. Welcome, friends. I'm just going through all the happenings, all the stuff that's going on. What else is going on? I will also be back. My live shows is Monday at 10. Wednesday will be another Wednesday. Will be another live show in YouTube and Facebook using StreamYard again. I'm liking StreamYard because it allows me to have it in 2 different places. Because not everybody does Facebook. So that's what's really cool. And so Wednesday at 10, I will be back in the morning. I'm going to show you my work in progress on Wednesdays. So I am working on a couple things, mainly getting ready for a retreat next week. So I'm going to show you what I'm working on and talk about some tips and tricks that I do when I'm working whatever I'm working on. Kind of just, again, another conversation to have with you that maybe help you or ask questions. It's a great day to ask questions regarding anything that you might have about quilting or sewing, maybe even knitting, because I do knit as well. And then Friday, I'll be back with Sissy at noon. It'll be lunchtime, Friday Friends with Sissy. But I also do 2 live shows in the evening now. Last week was amazing. Was it? Well, a lot of you watch the live shows in the evening. Did you think the 8 p.m. Eastern Time Zone was a great time to do it? I loved it. It was like the babies are in bed. I had the whole day to prepare. I didn't feel rushed. And I had a lot of people hanging out with me. So on Tuesday and Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. in the app and on Facebook, I use Comment Sold. We do live sales. So check those out as well. Trish says, can you help me more? Can you tell me more about the Margarita program? Trish, you have to purchase a kit. I'm getting there. That's one of the things I have on my list. And Linda says 8 worked for her. Hey there, Kathy. How are you? She's from a retreat too. Awesome. Everyone's going retreating. It's springtime and we're going retreating. Oh, good. You guys like the 8 p.m. time zone, 8 p.m. time. my time. So in Central, it's 7. So that's good. Great, guys. Pat was watching us from the bed last week, which is pretty funny. So all right, so I'm going to get to Trisha's question here in a minute. I'm going to talk a little bit about our Mighty Networks. In our Mighty Networks, that is our community forum. So we do have a Facebook group and we do have conversations through it. But in our Mighty Networks is where you're going to find workshops, you're going to find exclusive groups, and you're going to find more things that we are actively doing. So this is just a list. And if it overwhelms you, it's okay. Just take a step back. What I have done is given a lot of opportunities because everybody works differently and we all think differently. So I'm giving opportunities to kind of hit everybody. Now I know there's some overachievers out there that want to do everything, and that's great. But I only encourage you to do one thing. But we do it at Mighty Network, so we have a couple things going on right now. We had just kicked off the Butterfly Quilt Sew Along in the group, and I have posted up our first week's assignment, which is it's if we're going to take a bite size in this process, it's going to take a couple months. If you want to move it up faster, you can, but I'm not releasing clues except on Saturdays, or not clues, assignments once a week. And we're going to be working one section at a time. And the other thing with it is we're going to have a giveaway at the end of it. Since I ordered a lot of the Oh Nutty Tulip Pink kit that comes out in May, the winner, I will be drawing a winner from somebody who has participated the whole entire time through the process. So if you are doing the Butterfly Quilt Challenge, not challenge, sew along, just watch. I'll put more information about that later on today. So you can go in there and check it out and be a part of it. Oh, good, Phil. Everyone likes the new time. Thank you so much for your feedback. I really appreciate that. It was a hard decision what to do and when to do it, but I think it's going to work out really good. I like the 8 p.m. time for our live sales. So at the Butterfly Sew Along, we had the CEO Club. We are back, restarting that. It never really went away. It just wasn't able to be active in it over the last month or so as we were moving out of our brick and mortar. So now we're back. So the first challenge is up. And the way the CEO clubs is you fill out a form to kind of like a commitment to yourself. I don't track it really. It's not for me. It's for you. It's for accountability for yourself. But in the group, I give you weekly challenges to keep you in touch with those CEO projects. And you're like, what's a CEO? Completely executed object. Now, what that means is whatever you deem completely executed object is. I'm not the quilt police. So if you would be completely happy knowing that you have a kit and you've cut it up and put it away for next time to do the next step, that's a completely executed object. So whatever you deem. I'm not going to try to put too much stress on you. Keep this simple. This is an opportunity for you to at least be in those projects in a weekly or monthly basis and talking it out and sharing it with our community. So I do a weekly challenge. You can post in the weekly challenge all month long. So last week's challenge was straightening up an area in your sewing space. It could be a 2-inch area, just something to be actively involved. And then this week, I'll post our new challenge this afternoon. And then, so if say you didn't do this last week's challenge, don't worry about it. If you do it next week, that's fine. As long as it's in the April timeframe. And then we pull out a $50 gift card winner at the end of the month for the CEO Club. So you want to do the CEO Club. You get a chance to win. All you have to do is post challenges and be actively working in your CEOs. So that is in our Mighty Networks as well. I have the little link here for you to join the Mighty Networks. Spring Challenge. We have another Spring Challenge. This one is actually giving back to our local Project Alliance chapter. So guess what? It's sold out. Last Tuesday, I showed all the fabric. Sold out. I wasn't shocked, but I was mildly surprised. So I immediately went to the fabric manufacturer and said, hey, do you still have some of this? I have boxes outside my door about to be delivered. FedEx has just sent me the notification. So we will have more of that in. It's in the app. If you type in, I think spring or challenge, they'll pop up all the pieces in it. And you can put yourself on the wait list, because once on the wait list and I put it in the system this afternoon, you get a notification, you can purchase it. So keep that in mind, because I have a feeling they're going to go again fast. I did order a little bit extra this time. I did not order any more of the fleece and flannel because I don't want to be stuck with it, because I didn't want to take that chance. So if you really are interested in the fleece and flannel, email me and we'll talk about it. So Christine's cutting right now. She says, I just looked at my notes and she says, hi, I'm cutting right now. Hopefully I don't distract you, Christine, as I go through all these wonderful things. And then Trish asked about the margarita workshop. What it is this is a mosaic margarita that I created for a retreat a couple of years back. I have all the handout. I had like 6 kits left. I threw it up there and I oversold. Surprise. So what we're doing in our Mighty Networks, there's when you get into our Mighty Networks, you look on the left side of your screen or in your phone app. There's scurries and there's workshops. In the workshops, there's a couple different ones that you have access to. There's a couple that are free, just so you can see how it works and how it's laid out. And there's a couple that are private that you probably won't see unless I invite you in. So this is one of the private ones. You cannot join that workshop unless you have purchased the kit. Essentially, it's a virtual class. So these were the old kits. I had a couple of those left, but I made some new kits. And I went ahead and made a whole bunch more. Excuse me. So if you are interested in joining it, you have to purchase the kit. And that is on our website, thefibrologylab.com. Just type in the word mosaic and it pops right up. And again, I think it's $20 because I realized it was a lot more work than I thought. And I'm populating that workshop today with videos. And there'll be a couple different videos as we go through the process of making this little thing. And this is just an introduction to mosaic quilt style. It's very similar to a collage quilt. Some of the processes, but it's really good if you are a scrap lover and you collect all this weird scrap, because you notice these pieces are teeny tiny. They are teeny tiny. They are some are about 3/8 of an inch and some of them are 1/2 inch, some of them are 1/4 inch squares, teeny tiny. But they're so fun to do, and you can put that on anything once you get it done. So there you go, Tris. Yep, there you go. Get you in that workshop. And like I said, I have 8 more kits. And if we sell out of those, well, then I'll make some more. So I'll make some more. But that's our first official class workshop in our new Mighty Networks space. I'm learning that space pretty well. And I think you all are starting to get comfortable with it and understanding it. I will do more videos as we're kind of settled into our new routine to kind of introduce you to it and how to walk around it. We are caught up. Let me knock on some wood real fast. We're caught up on all our items from Ticket to Quilt, most of last Tuesdays and Wednesdays sales. So we have got the weekend sale orders to put up. We are caught up on other orders, though. If you have a back order and you're curious about it, don't hesitate. You can always reach out and let us know and that you have questions, and I will follow up with you. Hey there, Miss TC. Good morning to you. How are you? So tomorrow night sale, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about Tula Pink. I showed a little bit of that Thursday, that pre-orders. We have more that I ordered a lot of Tiny Beast, which excites me, but it's like 42 plus bolts. And it's going to come to my apartment. The FedEx guy is not going to like me, but it won't be in here until May. So, which really is kind of challenging too, because we are moving at the end of May, but we ordered a whole bunch. And I got a couple other things that were sold out really fast, and I thought I'd show them really quick. We have some more of the Lemur zipper pouch bags in stock. These are great for travel. They're also great for socks or yarn projects. Now this bag, this one's big. This is the large one with the zipper zebra. What makes this great, it can put an entire project. I have my I think my Toes in the Sand projects in mine. I have one of these. Of course I have one of these. So we have those back in stock as well. A couple other notions came in last week. So we're slowly restocking I'm restocking in a very specific way, things that we use all the time. So you just start looking in our app or on our website, and you'll see all those brand new things coming in. The new Tula Solids with the new line. are there new Tula solids? Jessica, great question. No, there are no new Tula solids. Tula has 40, I think 44, 20, no, 40, 42 solids. So she has her original solid basics, and then she has her unicorn poop and dragon breath, which are a pastel and gemstone colors that work with her solids. So no, she has 42 solids right now, and I don't think she's adding any new ones to it. But she is adding 24, I think that's the right number, new, what she calls true colors. She has a current line of true colors that's 42 pieces. And then she's adding to it the little pin stripes and the pin dots. I'm going to show you a sample of those tomorrow night during our live sale, because I will pre-sell those as well as individuals. So that's what's coming with Tula. Thanks so much, Jessica, for that question. It was a great question. Thanks, Pot, for sharing. Can we do a Tim Holt project sometime? Kathy, you're reading my mind. That's going to be one of our challenges for the summer. Tim Holtz is on the agenda for summer, because I'm getting some more Tim Holtz in. I'm getting actually some of the bright electric colors and pieces that go with that line. So Kathy, stay tuned. Tim Holtz will be up this summer. First, we're going to do this spring challenge that ends in May 31st, and then June we'll kick off the Tim Holtz. So I've got a good one. I can't wait to show you guys when that comes up. I'm always planning. Oh, and then the other thing I forgot to mention, I have made a decision. It was a rough decision, because anytime I make a decision that affects you, especially if you already purchased something, it's very challenging for me, because I'm very empathetic to your time, your money, and so I seem a little wishy-washy, but I need to take a step back and say our spring retreat is going to change dates. Now, originally I had it planned for May 20th through the 23rd, which is a great weekend. When I planned it a month and a half ago, I didn't know we were moving that weekend. So I decided not to do the virtual retreat that weekend, because I just don't think I could do it effectively and have a great time doing it. I'd be so stressed. So I have decided to move it to the first weekend in June, which is June 3rd through the 6th. If you are one of the retreaters, thank you. Watch for an email today, and I'm going to give you options if that's something that doesn't work for you. So check your email later on this afternoon. I'm going to email all the retreat people saying the new date is June 3rd through 6th, but I have options for people if that doesn't work for you. And then I already got my next one planned at the end of August. So again, thinking ahead. So thanks for understanding. Again, it didn't take the decision lightly, but I felt it was best for me and my family as we are trying to get down to Florida. Once we get to Florida, I cannot wait. Can't wait. So, and again, just reach out if you have any questions regarding that. I think, Linda got her package. That's what we call Squirrel Woman. I'm looking at comments. Linda got her package. She loves the deep blue sea panels. Isn't that gorgeous? I have 2 more kits left too. I found that out. We were going through the storage space. So I'll be showing that later this week as well. Thanks, Linda, for that shout out. Deep sea blue panels. We do have some left, and we have 2 kits left too. Hey there, Judy. How are you? Good to see you on. I'm about to wrap it up just because I've been on for a few minutes, and I know your time is valuable, and I appreciate everyone showing up this morning. I hope you have a great Monday and you have a great week. Just remember, I'll be back tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern in the app or on Facebook, and I'll be back Wednesday afternoon talking about something I'm working on. I should say my sewing space, but we're not going to do that yet. Again, if you have any questions, always email me, info@fiberologylab.com, or you can message me or text me or call me, 865-294-5612. Awesome, guys. You guys have a great week. And if you just reach out, and I'll see you soon. Remember, we are friends, fibers, and fun.